If you saw my past video just out this Wednesday about food waste, you will have noticed I had a tin. Where is my tin? A tin of sweet corn. This tin of sweet corn, 31st of the 12th, 2023. So it's a bit out of date, not massively out of date, but it's fine. It's in a tin. You can use up things that are in tins that are past their date. So I'm going to make something with this today. I've also got some potatoes that are looking a little bit sprouty. Now, sometimes I would keep these, put them on the side, let them sprout and then plant them in the garden. This time we're going to use them. They're absolutely fine. Just cut that bit off. These potatoes I got free in an oleo. I've also got some sausages, mini cocktail sausages that I got reduced. They need using up, especially because we had a bit of an issue with the freezer. So they're going to be used up. So what are we going to make? Let's have a look. Oh, by the way, I'm Samantha. This is the channel Trying to Get By, and we're getting by with what we've got. And what we've got is a load of stuff that needs using up. This is sort of, not quite, what we're making. I generally look on Pinterest or other places, get inspiration. I happen to have this particular book at the moment, having a look through, and I saw the sweet corn, and it's mashed potatoes with sweet corn relish. But this one has cumin and turmeric and things in it, and I'm not feeling the vibe on that, so I'm going to do my own version. There's no sausages in this either. I'm going to do my kind of version, so let's see how we do it. First thing I've done is I've got a pan on the heat with a little bit of oil. It's about 4 sprays of oil. Normally we'd only use 2, but I want to kind of caramelize and toast the sweet corn a little bit. I've also got a pan of water on, ready for when the potatoes are ready. This is nothing to do with that. This is just me making some more rhubarb tomato ketchup because our rhubarb plant's looking a bit bashed, so I'm using up all our rhubarb. Separate thing, have got a video about how to make this. We'll put a link in the description box. Anyway, so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off these bits so that it looks more like that. So you just hacked off the little bits of growth. We're not going to peel them because I'm lazy. So we'll get our sweet corn out of our tin. Don't forget to drain it as well. And then we're just going to sprinkle the sweet corn in here, in a layer, so that it's as flat as possible. There we go. And we're just going to leave that to do its thing. You will be able to hear the sweet corn hissing and spitting in the distance. Right, I've chopped up a couple of shallots. Onions are fine. I had shallots. I got loads of shallots. I got a bag full of them from my bread and butter thing haul that I got a while back. So potatoes are just going to go into the pan of cold water. And when I've filled that up, I'm going to pop the lid on to get that to boil a little bit quicker, because that'll save a little bit of time and also a little bit of heat. So let's get that on. And find a lid, small lid. There we go. So we're going to keep an eye on the potatoes, but we're going to keep an eye on these. The temptation is to start moving them around, but I don't want to. I want them to keep on that heat. The way I'm going to test whether or not that they are getting toasted and a little bit brown is I'm literally just going to occasionally have a look and see how they are individually doing. So obviously there's quite a lot of moisture in here, so it's going to steam off for a little while. Okay, we're starting to get some caramelization on these. Let me see if I can show you. Hot, but can you see? Focus on my finger. If you can't see it 100%, you can still see there's brown on there. There you go, sort of. So what I'm going to do now is, because that's started to happen, I'm just going to flip them around. You can notice it much more now. Just move them around a little bit so that the other sides can get, you're not going to get an even colour all over, because obviously I'm not going to go in and individually flip every grain of sweet corn, but that's fine. While that is doing its thing, I'm going to throw in our shallots to get them going. And then I'm going to unpackage our sausages, which are frozen, but I'm going to cook them from frozen and they will be absolutely fine. I've just chopped up a bit of tomato that I had in my use it up container in my drawer in the fridge. So I have I've mentioned this in my waste food video. I have a container in my fridge of things that I need to use up sooner rather than later. So I just chopped those up. This is the remnants of the last of my rhubarb barbecue sauce. Ketchup. If you've not got anything like that, just use a normal ketchup, but I'm just using the remnants of this to create the flavour. So into that, I am going to put a little pinch of chilli, not too much, because otherwise Chris will be complaining. And then just basically have a look at what other flavours and seasonings that you have got in your season joy. This is just some mixed herbs. So a little sprinkle of that. I think we will also go in with, I got tons of this. This is Nando spice. I got tons of these packages in my bread and butter thing. I got about 20 packages, so I just decanted it. So it's like a Cajun-y seasoning, or what's the particular season? I don't even know what they use at Nando's. Whatever Nando's seasoning is, let me know in the comments below. It smells, there's a bit of cumin in there, there's a bit of chili, there's a bit of those kinds of spices. So I've got that in there. I'm going to add some water to that. So just a pour of water. Put the lid on, give it a good old shake, and that is going to go in near to the end of the cooking process. So all that we've got to do now is wait for the sausages to finish cooking through, or heating through, because they are sausages that you can eat. They're already cooked sausages, so really I'm just warming them through, making sure everything's nice and toasted, the onions are cooked down, and the main thing we're waiting for now is those potatoes. What I've done now is I've removed our sweet corn and shallots and sausages, because I'm going to use the frying pan again. Potatoes are cooked and to the stage where they start to crack slightly, because what we're going to do is we're going to pop them into the frying pan and give them a squish. So we should just about have enough room. Spread them around. And then I'm just going to use the bottom of my jar to give them a squish. What I'll do is, though, any that have got a good flat surface area, I'm going to start with that. So flip them over best you can to the flattest surface area you have got. And we are going to give them a good old squish down to create a bigger surface area. Whoop. There we go. These are slightly floury, these potatoes, so they might not squish as well as a waxy one, but they will do. So I've got oil in the bottom of this pan again. And all I want to do is just fry these off and get some nice browning on them. There we go. Scrape off the bits that stuck. Pop that in there, brown these off. When they are browned on one side, we will flip them over and do the other side, and then we'll be finishing off. After I flipped over the potatoes, I just chucked my tomatoes in just to get them a little bit softer and toastier. All we're going to do now is put all of everything back in here. Give it a little mix. Now, yes, I've just said before, waxier potatoes would be even better. These are quite floury, but they're doing the job. This is actually a heck of a lot more food than I anticipated, but apologies there, microphone died on me. I'm still not 100% on this microphone. Anyway, what we do next is we're going to add the sauce that we made earlier, just making sure that we pour it all over the potatoes and other ingredients. And then just give it a little bit of a mix, being careful not to break up the potatoes. And that's pretty much it. The sauce will warm through within a couple of minutes and you're ready to go. Wow. You can definitely taste the difference between sweet corn that has not been toasted off than sweet corn that would just, sweet corn that has been toasted off with just plain sweet corn. It gives it a better flavour. It takes away that slight sweetness that might be overriding everything else. That's really good. And I do now remember what the Nando's seasoning is. It's peri peri. That's the one I was thinking of. I just couldn't get that in my brain. Anyway, This is delicious. You need to try this. If you're interested in other use it up recipes, I will put something right there, box right there. Yeah, that one, that one there. Click it. Yeah, click that one. Okay, if you're not going to click that one, click the like and click the subscribe if you haven't already. We've got loads of videos out here. You will get notified when they are coming up because of your subscription. And there's a notification bell as well if you want extra notification of when things are going to come up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Put in the comments below. Best before date. Does it matter? Does it not? I don't think it does. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.